welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a monumental moment in music history that not only changed the course of Metallica's career but also left an indelible mark on the heavy metal genre. What was it about Metallica's 1989 Grammy performance that still sends chills down the spines of metal fans around the world? Stay tuned as we uncover the defining moments of that night, revealing insights and emotions that have remained untold until now. Don't miss out on the golden nuggets of history that will be unveiled later in the video. In 1989, the Grammy Awards finally acknowledged heavy metal as a genre. Metallica, with members aged 25 to 26, were among the initial nominees. Although they didn't win that year, Enter Sandman would rectify that a few years later. This moment marked a pivotal point not only in Metallica's career but also in the history of metal music. Since its emergence in the late 1960s, metal had been largely disregarded by mainstream media. Even in the 1980s, when the genre achieved commercial success, it remained marginalized. Metal survived thanks to its devoted fan base, known for their unparalleled loyalty. At the 1989 Grammys, the song representing metal was "One" from Metallica's latest album, And Justice for All. The track was groundbreaking, blending the contrasting styles of a ballad and thrash metal. The band had to perform it at the most prestigious music awards show, facing an audience that was predominantly elitist and dismissive. The atmosphere was anything but welcoming, bordering on hypocritical. The band was visibly nervous, with James Hetfield's vocals noticeably shaky. However, as the performance of "One" progressed, the band began to care less about the audience's reception. There was a definitive, "Screw it, let's rock" moment. Just before the machine gun segment of the song, James Hetfield looked into the flying camera, turned around, threw a fist in the air, and approached Lars Ulrich, possibly saying something like, "Let's kill 'em all." From that moment on, Metallica played not for the audience in the room, but for the millions of metal fans watching on TV. Reflecting on that night, one of the band members, now older, shared his experience. "I can't overstate how monumental this moment was for metal in 1989. This was the first time that true metal, not glam bands, was given a platform at the Grammys. All of us teenage boys, wearing our black t-shirts and leather jackets, were glued to our TVs across the country, waiting for this moment. It was surreal, and we were hopeful for the best." At first, James seemed nervous and out of place, making it a bit awkward to watch. The room was filled with industry elites in tuxedos and gowns, likely sneering at the idea of, "How did this grungy bunch get in here?" The contradiction was palpable. But then, things started to change. The first sign of hope came when James sang, "Cut this shit out from me," without censoring the lyrics, and the network didn't bleep it out. That was when my heart started pounding. The guys were finding the groove. Screw it. The defining moment came when, while the band was playing intensely, something shifted. Even now, 30 years later, I get emotional watching it. Around 4:15 into the performance, coming out of the first solo, James noticed the crane camera in the corner of his eye. Initially, you can see him register it, and then something changes. He locks eyes with it. After ignoring the cameras and the snobbish audience, James suddenly seemed to have a moment of realization. He was looking directly at us, the fans at home, breaking the fourth wall completely. You could feel it. Then he seemed to say, "Screw this, let's do it," with a distinct fist shake aimed at us, the home viewers. From that point, the band let loose, going into beast mode. Forget the industry. Forget this fancy audience. They were playing for us at home. From then on, you witnessed Metallica in their rawest form, as if they were performing at one of their own gigs. They finished the song with absolute ferocity and passion. James now looked straight at the audience, no longer staring at the floor. You can't imagine what it felt like that night. This performance was a watershed moment, pushing the boundaries of metal and proving it could reach the biggest stages. After that night, Metallica became the most iconic metal band, and this moment became one of the most significant in music history. It held special meaning for Metallica's fans and the metal community, showing that metal could stand strong against any challenge. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below about this program and share any impactful moments in Metallica's history that you remember. Your support helps us keep making great content. Rock on!